Hi, this is Matt from the Superyacht Access Club. I know we've given you a lot of great content over the past few weeks, and I can promise you now that there's a hell of a lot more coming your way. Let's jump straight into your next module now. It's really how do you create leverage? And leverage is so important when you are competing for the same position as many other people. And you can create leverage by essentially allowing yourself to create a perception of a very attractive personal profile within the superyacht industry. And you create that leverage by using and distributing the ultimate Superyacht CV. Now, what we don't want to happen is have your CV thrown away as represented in this picture. However, ironically enough, there are a lot of newcomers to the industry that are simply working with the wrong type of CV. And they make their job opportunities very scarce as a result. So I can tell you firsthand that captains and first officers and mates responsible for employing crew see hundreds of CVs a year. And many simply bin any CV they simply do not like the look of. There are a number of reasons for this. But essentially the objective really is, how do you create the killer CV? What does it look like? What is the information that's in there? And I went out and interviewed Catherine Pusey at Wyco Recruitment and on Teeb and asked her to describe some of the most common errors she sees with crew CVs. And these are listed below. Now, I can tell you that Catherine sees hundreds of CVs each day. So she's well positioned to give us and you the correct and most up-to-date information available around crew CVs. And some of the mistakes that she sees are all listed here, and I recommend and I insist that you use this information to create a CV that's perfect and relevant for you in relation to your own job search in the superyacht industry. So once you have the killer CV, how do you get it out there? How do you get it in front of all the eyeballs, the people that are making the decisions within the hiring process? And if you use this information right here, along with the global resources list, which I've listed on a number of times here, if you use this information right here, you can get your CV in front of thousands of eyeballs, thousands of employers, thousands of captains, literally within a matter of hours, at the very most within a couple of days. Then we have an insider's guide to dealing with agencies. And I've personally used this information to create and really nurture the relationships I have with crew agencies. And I can tell you firsthand that I have fantastic relationships with virtually every single one of the agents out there in the marketplace, and I touch base with them regularly, and they're always happy to hear from me. And so I know if you use this information yourself, you can have and use that information to have that same sort of relationship with crew agencies. So let's go on to bonuses. There's two bonuses in this section, and bonus number one is the Superyacht Crew CV. It's valued at $17, and once again you get that right here for free. In this next module you'll get $34 worth of reports really for free, and as we say, we're committed to giving you value here. And this CV is really one that I've refined through conversations I've had with agencies and various other employers, and through my own experience. And I know this will be a fantastic starting point for you. So let's have a look at that CV now. Here you go. It's actually a Word document, so you have full rights to edit this. But anyhow, you have your personal information at the top. Make sure you insert a fantastic photo, and really take note of the formatting, the structure. Here we got a captain summary right below your personal information, your maritime skills and certificates, some water sports related skills, and then your maritime experience before any shore-based work or education information you might want to make available. And of course, a minimum of 2 references, but definitely 3. So that there is your Superyacht Crew CV, which will be a fantastic starting point for you. And let's have a look at bonus number 2, also valued at $17. Once again, you get that for free. And this report provides you with an example of obviously a covering letter, but it can be used when you apply direct to a captain of a particular super yacht. I know I've used this before, and it was an American captain, and I can tell you in front of, it must have been at least 6 other highly qualified deck guys looking for that same job. I was the one that wound up with it, and I did that simply by using this covering letter. So let's take a look at it. Okay, here we go. This covering letter, you can see the boat right there. You insert your dates, or anything in brackets here you can edit. And I've listed some information here about this particular yacht, and you can get it all at superyachttimes.com, guys. If you're ever looking for information in relation to any yacht that you're applying for, if you want to know or do some research before an interview, you go to superyachttimes.com and type in a search for the yacht name, and you'll get all sorts of things like the length overall, the draft details, the call sign, even the broker. So you can see here, I really walk you through this. It's the captain's name. As I say, you edit the brackets, and you just go through this, and you can have a look. It's next week when you get your hands on this. But as I say, it's a very, very strong covering letter, and one I've used before, which I know will give you a fantastic starting point and an advantage over the next person, no matter what position you're applying for on board a super yacht. So that's what's coming up for you next week. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I'll speak to you soon.